Hello everyone, we are Group 52 and today we will be presenting a systematic literature review on text-based depression detection on social media posts. This review focuses on how language on platforms like Twitter and Reddit can be used to detect early signs of depression using natural language processing techniques. This paper was published in 5th International Conference on Computer Science and Computational Intelligence in 2020 under SEAL. It was authorized by David Villier and David Suharto, both affiliated with Venus University. So, this study has received 87 citations, indicating its growing impact in the area of mental health and artificial intelligence. Do you know mental health is increasingly recognized as a global issue? Traditional methods of diagnosis often fall short due to stigma, costs, or limited access. But social media has become a rich source of self-expression. It contains valuable linguistic patterns that may reveal emotional distress. So this paper explores how natural language processing can analyze these digital footprints to detect depressive symptoms early, that is ideally before clinical intervention is required.
So, the goal of the paper is to systematically review the current methods used for detecting depression based on the text data from social media. So, there are two key research questions proposed. First one is, what are the challenges in doing text-based approach for depression detection? Then the second one is, what is the most effective text-based approach for early depression detection? Then, in methodology, the authors conducted a systematic literature review, a structured method for identifying, evaluating, and synthesizing research evidence. They used 5 major academic databases: ScienceDirect, IEEE Explore, ACM Digital Library, SpringerLink, and Emerald Insight. So their focus was on peer-reviewed studies using NLP for depression detection based on social media. Then the selection process followed the PRISMA framework to ensure transparency and reproducibility. So this slide illustrates the PRISMA flowchart. PRISMA, which stands for Preferred Reporting Items for Systematic Reviews and Meta-Analysis, is a standard approach used to ensure that literature reviews are conducted systematically. So by following this framework, the authors ensured that their selection process was unbiased and well documented. So the initial search yielded 1,548 articles. So after applying exclusion criteria such as non-English text, papers before 2015 and duplicates, they narrowed it down to 17 studies that were relevant to the topic. To begin with, the authors defined a focus set of search keywords. These included combinations like depression or depressed and mental and detection and social media. So this approach allowed them to cast a wide net across different terminologies and text related to depression detection using textual data. Following that, the articles were screened in more detail, looking at their titles, abstract, and full text availability to determine whether they met the scope of study. After this multi-layered filtering and screening process, the authors finalized a total 17 highly relevant studies for in-depth review. So this systematic and selection process ensured that the findings in the literature review are both reliable and grounded in high-quality peer-reviewed research.
Let's see the key insight from the review studies. So they found behavioral and linguistic
indicators of depression. One of the most noticeable behavioral patterns among individuals experiencing depression is the timing and frequency of their social media posts. Research shows that depressed users tend to post more frequently during late night hours, which could be indicated for insomnia, restlessness, or which is the common symptom of depression. And other thing is, these individuals tends to use higher number of negative statement words and personal pronunciations such as I, me, and my. This aligns with the psychological theories suggesting that depression is often associated with the narrowed self-focus and negative emotional expressions. And common themes in their posts including feeling of isolation, hopelessness, also including. And for the features they have used, in terms of language features, they have used detection models. Various methods have been proven useful. Techniques like TFIDE, word embeddings, and emotion lexicon have been used to quantify and extract emotional tone and context. These features collectively support classifiers in accurately distinguish between posts made by individuals with depressive tendencies and those who without depression. This means that even subtle linguistic signals in every online post can be turned into measurable, interpretable data for early depression detection. These insights build a strong case for the variability of social media analyzing in mental health screening, provided it's done ethically and responsibly. Let's see about the challenges they have identified. Some major challenges in this domain includes the privacy and ethical concerns. Privacy remains significant barrier while social media data is publicly accessible. Ethical concern arise around whether users' consent to their mental health being interfered from their post. And another one is lack of clinical validation. Critical challenges in here is variability in how depression manifests. There is no universal depression language, cultural differences, age, and even platform specific communication styles mean that one model does not fit at all. And another one of the major challenges is data limitation. So context is often limited and short posts might signal distress or it might be sarcasm. Without broader context or user history, models can misinterpret meaning. This lead to both false positives and false negatives. Also, biasness and stigma, which may influence both data and its interpretation. So those challenges make it difficult to build models that are both accurate and social responsibility. Let's see the technical and tools they have used. They have found several popular machine learning and deep learning methods to be used. One of traditional machine learning models like support vector machines, random forest, and logistic regression have been widely used. These models are often paired with feature engineering methods such as TFIDE and clustering and to extract the pattern from the text. Also, they have used NLP tools like TFIDE and modern architectures like BiLSTM with attention and BERT from transformers. And now let's see initial experiment. In the initial experiment, the researchers used 3,412 Redis entries, which including both depressed and control post, and combined BERT with K-means clustering and summarization techniques. The model achieved 99% training accuracy and 92% validation accuracy, which is showcasing a strong potential. The result were, which is indicating the strong potential of the model. Now I am hand over to the Imasha.
Now let's talk about future research directions. The study we reviewed outlined several promising paths to make depression detection from social media even better and more effective. Firstly, authors highlight the need for larger and more diverse dataset. Most current studies only analyze English language posts, but people express emotion differently across cultures and languages. So, including multi-languages dataset would make the system more accurate and globally applicable. Second, instead of relying only text, future system could use multimodal data. For, for example, combining text with images, videos, or voice clips from platforms like Instagram or TikTok. These multiple data sources can give a more complete picture of someone's emotional state. Third one is the study suggests using better summarization techniques. Many social media posts can be long or noisy. So, before analyzing, it is helpful to summarize or extract the most meaningful part of a post. This can improve the model's ability to detect signs of depression more efficiently. Finally, the authors recommended trying to more advanced NLP models such as GPT-based models. These are powerful tools that understand the context of language much better than older techniques, and they can pick up emotional clues hidden in text. So, in summary, future research should focus on richer data, smarter models, and techniques that better reflect how people actually communicate online. While the technology holds a lot of promise, there are important limitations and ethical concerns we must not ignore. First and foremost is privacy. Just because a person posts on social media doesn't mean they have agreed for their data to be used in research on AI models. So, ethical consent is a major issue. Second is it is often unclear whether the users in the dataset are clinically diagnosed with depression or just expressing temporary sadness or stress. This makes it hard to trust the accuracy of some data sources. Third is many are culturally diverse. They might only include posts from certain countries or age groups, which create bias in how the system detects depression. This could result in unfair prediction when used globally. Also, social media language is often informal, full of slang, emojis, and abbreviations. This can confuse even advanced models and lead to incorrect conclusions. So, researchers and developers must build systems that are not only intelligent but also fair, respectful, and safe for users. That means using anomalous data, designing transparent models, and considering long term social impact. Let's wrap up highlighting the key conclusion from the science of debate and biology with attention have shown strong result. Also, social media posts contain emotional and behavioral clues that can be analyzed for early detection. But we need to be extremely careful with privacy and fairness. Ethical design, transparency, and inclusion must be built into every system that deals with mental health data. The takeaway is clear. Technology can support mental health, but only if we use it thoughtfully and responsibly. This brings us to the end of our presentation. Thank you all for listening. This research highlights that with the right tool and ethical practice, AI can be a powerful ally in supporting mental health. But as future engineers and researchers, we must remember it is not just about building accurate models. It is about building systems that are safe, fair, and respectful to the people they serve. Thank you once again.